Thousand Years, Christina Perri. What a beautiful song. And we have some very basic open chords in this song, which means that if you're not into the picking or the fingerstyle, you will be able to play it, and we'll be covering that at the intro, all the chords and everything. You can do this with fingerstyle, or you can also do it with a pick. Let me just give that a quick demonstration as well. So let's have a look how the introduction would be played just with single strums, mimicking the piano part. So we would start off with a standard G chord. I'm just strumming the strings with the outside of my nail, but you could use a pick as well. That would happen 3 times. And then we go to the D/F sharp, which I would just play like this. So probably in this case, normal D with the thumb on top. To a normal E minor. You could put the 3rd finger there and have it as in E minor 7, but it does sound more like the piano part if we just play the standard E minor. Back to the D/F sharp for 1 strum. Then we're going to go to a standard C chord for a whole bar this time. And then a G, 2, 3, and then we have 3 notes, which would be sliding up to the 5th fret proportionate to the capo, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the string 4 to fret 4, so 5, 4, 0, all on string 4, and you can slide up from, I would suggest, the 2nd fret that would be the intro. Let's just cover that intro in total, and then we'll look at the picking for the verse. 3, 4. G, 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 D/F sharp, E minor, 2, 3, D/F sharp, F sharp's played by the thumb, C, 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 G, G, and then we're into the picking for the verses. So this is the picking pattern, which is the only picking pattern in this song. And if we begin on the C add 9, but we don't need your 1st finger down, and we don't need the little finger down, so we only need the middle finger and the 3rd finger, playing those 2 notes. Playing the 2nd string and the 5th string. We're also going to be hitting the open string with the 1st finger, the open 3rd string. So we have thumb, 1st finger and 2nd finger, always playing those strings. The root note will change, so the thumb will change between any of the thicker 3. So we have 6 notes in the picking hand that we're going to pick, and that's it. We just have 6. We have the thumb, which it's always going to alternate between on that same string. So thumb, fingers, and the 1st finger is going to play the open 3rd string. And it can be a very good idea just to alternate those 2 notes first of all to get used to the motion. Thumb, 1st finger, thumb, 1st finger. And all that happens is we have that the 1st time, then thumb to middle finger on the 2nd string. So thumb, 1st finger, thumb, middle finger. And then to finish the pattern, thumb to 1st finger would bookend the sequence. So in total, thumb, 1st finger, thumb, middle finger, thumb, 1st finger. If you were doing that with a pick, you would do the exact same strings, so string 5, to 3, 5, 2, 5, 3, and you do it with a down up motion. So the root note, the lowest note, with a down and then an up on the other ones. The tricky part comes when we cycle this riff. So when we have, that's once in total, but if we played 2 of them, the beat kind of, we have this pattern of 3 which may catch some people out. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, because we're basically, I believe we're in a 12/8 pattern here, or a 12/8 time signature. One and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay, so 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, and it's the root note. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, which is where that beat is counted. That's what you'd actually be counting. So 1 and a. That's one pattern. That's one beat. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. While you're learning this, I wouldn't count it at all. I'm just showing you so that that's how you know how it goes. What we need to do is get that cycle of those 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we change chord, just moving to the first finger to play a G/B with B as the root note. We go then to the thickest open string, and the third finger stays where it is. Same picking pattern, just it only happens twice. And then it's to the D/F sharp, but we're playing it like this time, because we're not playing that thinnest open string. And then to the G. Let me give you a round of that in total. This is the trickiest part of the song, and this is the verse in total, nice and slow. 3 and a, 4 and a. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with a pick, with a pick, that would sound like. That would take us through all the picking sections. After that we are strumming. So I'm going to demo the strumming with a pick, but if you were doing the fingerstyle, you could just strum with the outside of your first fingernail or the outside of all your nails. Use the bit of the thumb as well. Kind of Ed Sheeran style, that's what he does, but we'll demo with a pick from now on. So we have an A minor for the one step closer section, the pre-chorus. One step. So that's an A minor chord for a whole bar. Standard E minor for 2 beats, and 1 strum of a standard D chord. The strumming that we're using for the rest of the song, for all the strumming sections, is down, down, up, down, up. 1 and A. 1 and E and A. 1 and E and a 2, and E and a 3, and E and a 4. I'm not just obsessed with saying my name there, Andy. 1 and E and A. That's how we would count with this pattern. 1 E, 2 and E and a 3, and E and E 4, and E and E. Andy, Andy, Andy. Was one slow demo with the pre-chorus. Down, 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 2, Andy, and a 3, Andy, and a 4, Andy, and a E minor. And if that's too much for you, you could just count 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So that's strumming on every pulse. 3 strums per beat. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a in this 12/8 time signature. And then we move on to the chorus, which goes as follows. Okay, and this is where we're going for the G chord and associated chords with the 3rd and little finger staying down. So we're changing the method of playing now, or changing the chords that we're using. G, D with the thumb in the bass, E minor with the 3rd finger staying down. You could keep the little finger down also, same as we did on the G. Back to the D with the F sharp in the bass. C add 9, which is played like this. Then to a G and a D. And we have this pattern where we're on each chord for almost a whole bar, apart from the D. The D's like a transition chord. If I just do it with the basic 2 and 3 and strumming. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and waiting for you, darling. Oh, 3 and 4 and 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. So we have G and a 2 and a 3 and a D, E minor, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a D, C add 9, 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And with the full strumming, nice and slow. 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, D and a 3, and D and a 4, and D and a 5. And that is all those sections. We do return to this pattern. 1 step, you know, the same pattern that we used before for the 1 step closer section, for the bridge later in the song. Sometimes it's called a middle 8. 1 step closer. Let's have a play through all of those sections now from the very start. From the single strums at the beginning. 3, 4. Same as that again. 3 and 4 and then we would go to the strumming section from the pre-chorus, aka bridge. 3 and 4 and 1 step down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1 strum. Chorus. 3 and 4 and I died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And everything else in this song is just a repetition of those sections. Chord sheets for free on my website. And thank you very much for watching. That is how to play 1,000 Years by Christina Perri.